Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Driving past these old battlefields is like stepping back in time. It was here in July of 1863 that the North fought the South in the greatest and most important battle of the American Civil War.
Gettysburg was the first major defeat that the Confederacy suffered, and it was indeed the turning point of the entire war.
Perhaps it's not surprising that a region so steeped in history would produce a unique magic act inspired by its storied past.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our Gettysburg and Civil War era dinner theater.
Every weekend at the High Point restaurant in downtown Gettysburg, magician Joe Kerrigan delights crowds with magic drawn from the Civil War era.
As you'll observe, these cards have something very important missing. Can you see anything missing from these here cards? Numbers, yes. You know why? Most of them soldiers was illiterate. You see, they couldn't read no numbers if you put them on there nohow. What they done was count the pictures, you see.
The only difference between magic of the 1860s and the magic of today is the incorporation of electronics and special effects.
Rearrange. Oh, hey, check this out. A snowman.
Many of the illusions that we are doing on the stage today that people deem incredible illusions were actually created and invented by magicians back in the 1800s.
But this is a very old piece of magic here. Old, brittle, and a bit dusty too, mind you.
The Kabbalistic clock is an antique piece of magic that continues to be a crowd pleaser.
It was developed by a Frenchman, Jean-Robert Houdin. Now, if the name Houdin sounds a bit familiar, it's because a young fella took that name and added an I onto it. You know him as the great Harry Houdini.
The Kabbalistic clock is a unique illusion. What it is basically a crystal clock face. You can see through it. It has the hours of the day on it, all 12 hours of the clock. It was developed in 1840 for use on the magic stage.
Spin it. Attaboy. Yeah, there you go. Wonderful.
When this audience member chooses 2 o'clock and spins the dial, he gets a magical surprise.
Stop at the chosen hour. It appears the spirits are working with us here tonight, are they not?
Oh, wow, Joey, how did you do that?
If all goes well, the clock will stop at that given hour by that particular person. It's a beautiful piece of work, ingeniously fathomed out, and it works incredibly well.
And what magic show from the age of parlors would be complete without some parlor tricks?
I have right here a soft rubber ball, and you'll note as I rub that there ball on the table, it looks like it's growing, don't it? Yeah, it looks like it's growing to twice its size, matter of fact. It's such a convincing illusion, in fact, I'll bet right about now you'd swear you see 2 balls on the table. It's that good a magic trick, ain't it? Now, Miss Ann, would you do me a favor? Point to your favorite one. Which one you would? That's my personal favorite, but that's all right. I'm a professional, you see. I'm going to take the one she didn't want, and I'm going to put it right here in the palm of my hand. Here it goes. Are you ready for this? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now, I want you to take the ball you chose, squeeze it real tight in your fist, okay? Now, bring your hand right over here again, mine. Tell me, did you feel anything happen? Was you feeling anything when you come down here tonight? That might well explain the whole deal, ain't it? Okay, watch carefully. Here we go. Check it out. Oh! Yeah.
Well, magic, as I've always put it, is the most fun you can have working.
Rabbit out the hat, huh?
Once Joe has performed his final parlor trick, the show takes a decidedly different turn when he tries his hand at a little black magic.
Gettysburg is said to be, acre for acre, the most haunted place in America today. Spirits. You know the drill. Come forward.
should attention be too great. You already know the secret to its release.
People were losing loved ones at a phenomenal rate during the Civil War era. Folks felt that through the media of a seance, they were going to be able to contact the spirits of their loved ones.
We may well be in the presence of spirits at this very moment.
Even though Gettysburg's casualties have been dead for over 100 years, the chill in the air is still very real.
Higher.
Although we advise people that this is a theatrical recreation of a Civil War seance, people often leave feeling that they have experienced something supernatural in the process of witnessing the show.
The way the candle is moving across the table. There definitely could be some spirits in here.
But whether you believe in spirits or not, one thing is for certain. The Civil War magic show here in Gettysburg is a real crowd pleaser.
The magician, Professor Kerrigan, mentioned Robert Houdin, the French magician. And Robert Houdin said that a magician is an actor who uses magic to entertain. And he surely did that tonight.
Well, that wraps things up for this hour of Magic Road Trip. From the Las Vegas Strip, I'm Christopher Knight. Thanks for riding along.